everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited to be here today as always, and I'm super excited for you guys to be here today as always, but especially because you guys actually contributed to this idea. So I use that newer function on Instagram where you can ask people questions or they can ask you. It's kind of cool how it goes both ways. I asked you guys though what you wanted to see on my next video, and a lot of you actually did say that you would like to know how to apply false eyelashes or fake eyelashes, however you want to pronounce it. And it actually came at the perfect time because I recently became an ambassador for the brand Azeredo Cosmetics, and it's mostly lashes and lash tools and stuff like that on the website right now, but I can say that I absolutely love these lashes. It was $10 for this one pair, and it does say that you can wear them up to 15 times as long as you're taking care of them and stuff. And the brand is super awesome because it's definitely, they say on there, it's animal cruelty free, but also because they donate part of their profit to the Cancer Research Foundation, or I don't know if that's exactly what it's called, but one of my family members does have cancer, so I think it's super special that they donate part of the proceeds to that, and they're not just keeping it all for themselves. They are definitely going towards a good cause, and they care about animals, which everyone knows I'm obsessed with animals. So yeah, this is in the style Legendary, and I think everybody loves the style Legendary because when I get on their Instagram, like, everybody buys this pair, and I bought two to start off with because I knew that I would love them. I could just tell from looking at the website. So yeah, if you use the code JessicaS10, that will get you 10% off of these lashes, and that code is good till whenever. It doesn't go away unless I let you guys know that it goes away. I don't have an end date at this moment. So yeah, you guys can always use JessicaS10 to get 10% off any of the lash styles, and they don't have a whole ton of eyelash styles so far. I mean, they have quite a few, but it's not like a huge range, but they do definitely have like different styles for if you're wanting something kind of dramatic like this, or there's some that are even more dramatic than this, or there's definitely some that are a lot less dramatic if you're just going for a more simple look. So yeah, if you guys want to see how to apply fake eyelashes, then please subscribe to my channel and keep on watching. Alright, so the first thing I did was just obviously take them out of the box, and everybody kind of always asks me like how to take them off of here, and I would definitely suggest like getting a tool that comes in like eyelash kits, some eyelash kits, and try to grab these by the edge. Like, see how I have a little nice edge grabbed there, and pull them off very gently. You definitely don't want to be ripping out any hairs, especially if you're buying cheaper eyelashes. The hairs might come out a lot easier. So take an applicator of some sort, even your tweezers, and just gently grab an edge of it and pull it off like that. So now that I have it pulled off, the next step to do is trim my lashes. As you can see, these are pretty big. So these are definitely not going to fit all eye shapes. These are not one size fits all. They do give you them a little bit bigger usually, and then you can trim them to your own eye shape. And to do that, you kind of just literally have to set it on your eye and guide yourself and ask yourself how much you think you should cut off. So you want to kind of put it like where your bigger lashes start to begin. Like, you have really tiny ones down here, but they start to get a little bigger right here. So you kind of want to set it around that area and kind of just measure how much you think you need to cut off. And once you get used to it, you don't have to really lay it down and think about it too much. I mean, these seem to fit my eye pretty well, so I might just cut off a little tiny bit off the edge. But speaking of cutting off the edge, you don't want to cut too much off of the inner corner because they start to go in less and look more natural in this corner. But I also don't like to cut too much off the outer corner. It doesn't like flare out as much. So if I did have to cut off a lot, I might cut just a tad bit off of both sides. But since these fit pretty well, I will probably just cut off about 1/4 of an inch off the end. So I have these little scissors. You can pretty much Google these anywhere. These are also, I use these to like trim my eyebrow hairs. So you can pretty much Google that, use it on, I can't even talk, search for it on Amazon. So this is what I also use to cut my lashes. So I'm just gonna do the same exact thing with this lash here. Grab it by the edge, gently pull it off, and then just trim a little tiny bit on the outer edge. All right, and as you can see, sometimes lashes come more like flat, like a flat line like this. It's not flat, obviously, but flatter. So I like to definitely round them so that they'll fit the shape of my eye better, because this fits better than obviously a straighter line is gonna fit. So I like to curve them and make them kind of like fit towards the shape of my eye. So now that we have the lashes out of the box and we have them cut, it comes the step of actually putting them on. But before we do that, I do want to explain to you guys, I did put on some eyeliner. So with lashes, there's a pretty thick on most of them. Some of them have a little bit thinner, but they're also harder to put on, I think, and they don't stay as well. This has a pretty thick black lash band. So even if you don't want to do like a winged eyeliner, I would suggest at least putting a little bit of liner down, even if it just is like the tiniest line, just so that you can set this band right on top of it and that it won't look like it's separated between your actual lid and the eyelash. Anyway, so after you put on your liner, you have to put on mascara. You have to put mascara on your top lashes. So I already have it on my bottom lashes, but you want your regular lashes to blend flawlessly with the fake lashes. You don't want them to look like they're different and to be able to, people to be able to tell. I mean, sometimes they may be able to tell just a little bit, but if you really put mascara on them and try to blend them correctly, then it'll be barely noticeable at all. So I'm going to be using this new Unlashed Volume and Curl Mascara that I got in July's BoxyCharm. I like it pretty well. It's not the best mascara I've ever tried, but it's pretty good. It has a nice curved tip. So I'm going to put it regularly like on the bottom of my top lashes. Alright. Now I'm going to go in and put them on the underneath of my top lashes. So I definitely want to get them on both sides because especially the top of these lashes will be blending the most with the false lashes. So I definitely want to put mascara on the top of my top lashes, or the underneath, whatever you prefer to call it. So now I'm going to go ahead and start placing the glue on the lashes. We're going to do one little step in between, but it's definitely important, really important, to let the lash glue dry for a bit, about 30 seconds to a minute, to let that glue get tacky, because I can tell you from many times of personal experience, if you put that on there too fast, it's just going to be slipping and sliding around and it won't stay. And that is the most annoying thing, because it ends up messing up your makeup and it's uncomfortable, and yeah, you just have to like keep working at it and keep working at it. I've had times before, like probably a year or two ago, where it would take me like an hour to put a pair of lashes on. I mean, it definitely takes time. It is still not easy for me. It is a very challenging task, but once you get them on and you feel like they're nice and secure, it's the best feeling, and they make your eyes look so much better. And yeah, I just love lashes. If I could have somebody put them on for me every time, girl, I would wear them every day. But I obviously don't have somebody to do that. So yeah, just practice makes perfect, obviously, with everything, and definitely with putting on lashes. You just have to get used to it and get your hands in the motion of it. And yeah, just be patient, and it's gonna definitely take trial and error for sure. This is the Duo. This is in all the drugstore brands. At first I really didn't like this brand, but I think it was more the big bottle. This is the miniature bottle. In the big bottle, the glue just squirted out so thick and heavy and fast, no matter how soft I squeezed it, that it got all over the lash. And ever since I switched to this littler bottle, it has a much littler tip where it comes out, and I think it definitely works a lot better. And this is also the black one. So this is not the white one. And I don't really think that there's a big difference in using white or black. It's just that black, I guess, blends a little better, but the white does dry clear. It doesn't stay white. But I do think if your like lashes start to come up, or they come off, or you take them off or something, the white definitely takes off more of your makeup than the black one does, I would say. Like there's definitely like on your liner gonna be a big chunk of liner taken out with either one of them probably, but I just think white might be a little more noticeable. I really have no idea why people choose one or the other, but I've been using black lately and I like it. It blends really nicely. So I am just going to, like I said, use a really light hand. Even this one, sometimes if you're not careful enough, it can go haywire. So just use a really light hand, and I'll try to get this up close so that you guys can see it really well. But you kind of want to get it like on this outer edge here. So you can see there's an outer edge, so you kind of want to get it like right on top of where this line is, and then right on the outer edge so that it sticks to your eye really nicely. I'm just being very, very light-handed. So now, like I said, I have to set this down and let it dry for a little bit. Just like 30 seconds to a minute. I usually wait closer to a minute, sometimes even longer. I feel like the longer you wait, the better it works. So while we're waiting, I'm gonna go ahead and put that lash glue the same exact way on the other lash. So while those are drying, I actually brought my regular pencil liner. This isn't the liner that I use to like do wings or anything like that, but this is the Maybelline Unstoppable eyeliner, and I've used this since high school. I love it just for like lining the bottoms of my eyes and stuff. But one trick I've been using lately is to line the actual top, like you know how we line this line right here on the bottom, is lining the actual top underneath the lashes up above. That makes it all seamlessly flow together perfectly. There's like no, like it's just all dark up there. And I don't know if it really, I think it opens up the eyes a little bit. It makes it look more dark, more sultry. And yeah, like I said, just blends even better. So I just love the way it looks overall. So I've been taking my regular pencil liner, and it doesn't feel weird to me really at all. It just feels like you're putting it on your bottom one. It feels almost the exact same. While we did that, I think that at least one of the lashes had enough time to dry. So I'm gonna take that first lash, and like I said, I'm gonna start it kind of like right here where the lashes start to get a little bit longer. You don't wanna put it all the way down here. That will feel so uncomfortable and not right at all. You wanna start it kind of like maybe like an inch outward of your eye. So I'm just going, and I brought tools out, so I forgot my tweezers, but you can use this little tool that they give you, or you can use tweezers, or I just like to use my fingers. I've never been good at, like, I can't hold the tweezers right to put them on there. I think it's honestly easiest to just take it at a right angle on your regular hand and place it that way. But I would definitely say just practice it all ways and see which way is easiest for you, because your hands might work differently than mine. So yeah, you could try it with tweezers or the tool that like Kiss Lashes give you and stuff like that, and just see which one is the easiest for you. But I definitely think if I'm nice and steady and not talking, my fingers work best. So I'm just going to and then I just kind of go and make sure it is the very closest to the lash line that it can get. I do not want it high up here on the top of my eyeliner. I want it as far down to the lash line as it can get. And just, I try to like go in with my fingers, and there's definitely eyelash tools and stuff like that that you can use. But I like to go down and make sure everything is pressed on good. I also have this little tool that came with those scissors. You can take these, or they make like eyelash clamps. I don't know if this is actually considered an eyelash clamp, but you can clamp them together with your regular lashes and it'll help them blend. I'm just gonna use this tool too to press it down a little bit more. I just like to press it down until that I feel that it's snug. It'll still feel wet for a little bit, but if you can feel like it doesn't look like it's standing up anywhere and it's sitting in all the right places, then I think you're good. You just have to wait for it to dry a little bit, and you would be surprised. It will feel wet at first, but after a while, if you have it pushed down and it's not flying up on the edges, it will start to feel a lot more secure after the glue is finished drying. So before this other one dries like the desert, we're gonna go ahead and put this one on the right eye. All right, in the last step, I don't always do this because sometimes like I can't tell at all that I have fake lashes on, like there's nothing separating them, but you can kind of wiggle around a little bit of mascara right where they meet underneath, but do not like right almost touching your eye. You can try to wiggle it around and mix them together a little bit better, but do not put mascara all over your eyelashes. I mean, if they're really cheap $1 or $2 eyelashes, I understand that. But if you put mascara all over your lashes, it definitely takes away the natural look of it, and they're definitely not going to last as long, and they're going to get caked up, and you definitely won't be able to wear them 15 times. And see how natural these already look on their own? They don't need mascara. So adding mascara to them just kind of ruins your lashes. So if you need to add mascara, you can add it right underneath at the tip where they're meeting. But besides that, I would lay off on doing any more mascara than that. Alright, so this is the finished look. I hope you guys can tell how, like, I don't know, like, I don't even know the right word to use, but it makes me feel so much prettier. I mean, it makes your eyes stand out so much more. It makes you look like a completely different person. But I definitely think that, and I did a really neutral look for you guys. I put on a little bit of eyeshadow, like 2 different shades, and just did something a little, just very natural. And I think this looks really good for work, honestly. Just wearing very natural eyeshadow and some eyeliner and some lashes to work. But if I were to go out, I would do like a smoky eye with this, and it would make my eyes even more stand out. But I just love this look, and I love the way this looks, and like going on a date or something like that, that's really great for this kind of look as well. It keeps it natural, but at the same time it makes your eyes stand out and look really pretty and just bold. But besides that, that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, you guys.